See the continuation of the same topic. Now I am going to give some examples. So you have to say whether those agreements are valid or invalid, right? X made a proposal to Y. Both of us will do construction business. Is agreement valid? X made a proposal to Y. Shall we do construction business? Y said yes. Is agreement valid? Answer is yes. Reason? Intention to create a legal relationship. What is the objective of agreement? Construction business. Construction business legal or unlawful? Legal. Offer is there, acceptance is there, agreement is there, as well as enforceability is there. That's why it is a contract. Second example, X and Y come to an agreement. We do real estate business. Is this valid? Sure. I agreed. Valid? So what does it mean here? All agreements are not contracts, but all contracts are agreements when parties are intended to create a legal relationship. Fine. Now guys, third example. X made a proposal to Y. Hey, shall we go for a hunting? Y said yes. Is agreement valid? I made a proposal to you. Shall we go for hunting? You said yes, sir. Is agreement valid? Yes or no? No. Why no? Hunting is illegal. Excellent. Hunting is illegal. Prohibited, na? Prohibited. That's why illegal activity. Offer is there, acceptance is there, agreement is there, but it has no enforceability. What's the meaning now? All agreements are not contracts. All agreements are not contracts because parties are intended to create illegal relationship. Right? Third, fourth example. X and Y come together. Hey, we kidnap the judge. Whatever money come, we share equally. Y said, excellent. We do it. Is this agreement valid? No. Reason? Kidnapping. Kidnapping is illegal, Ray. Why crime again? I'm not asking was a crime, all those things. Purpose is enforceable or not. That's it. Fine? Again. I think same meaning. All agreements are not contracts. One more. X and Y come together. We kill the judge. Is this agreement valid? No. Why? Super here. You are two intelligent students. X and Y come together. We do opium business. Opium. Don't know. You never take. Ayyo. Prohibited drug. Hey, I too don't know. You tell me, guys. Valid or invalid? X and Y come together. We do opium business. Prohibited drug. Is this agreement valid or invalid? Reason? That's all. Illegal. Okay, na? Now. Seventh. A and B. Others don't answer. Let our newcomers try. A and B agree to marry each other. Is agreement valid? Not married, just agreed. Hello? Marriage is not solemnized, just agreed. Is this agreement valid? A and B agreed to marry each other. Is agreement valid? Hello? Not married, Ray? Huh? Tomorrow, A may say, bye-bye. Can B file a case? Okay, valid, na? A and B agreed to marry. Sirivenella. Tell. A and B agreed to marry each other. Agarwal. Can I call Agarwal? Tell Agarwal. Why? Okay. What is social here? Okay. You mean to say that marriage is not legal? Okay. Since not married, you mean to say, just agreed to marry you. Okay. What do you say, guys? No. Why? Okay. Registration not done. Okay. Good thinking. Valid. Yeah. Vaishnavi kaun hai bhai? Yesterday one girl said Vaishnavi my name. Who is Vaishnavi? Absent, huh? Okay. What's our name? Pranavi. Chappam Manu Jappu. I didn't say anything. Hello. I'm giving clarity. Clarity I'm giving. I never said anything. Again, don't involve me in this aspect. I'm giving clarity from time to time. That's it. My question is simple. A and B agreed to marry each other. Is agreement valid? You tell me, Pranavi. Why? Till they, okay, until they marry and register, this is not valid, you mean to say. Then that you say, don't involve me, that's what I'm saying. Okay. You tell me, whatever you thought. All are saying their opinions, now what is that? Wait, I will come to you. Yeah. It is? It is an agreement but not a contract. Why? Marriage is social obligation. Then no marriage is valid then. Ante kada? If it is social obligation, no marriage is valid. Immediately wife and husband can go as they like. Fir conclude. It is valid. Not married. Just agreed, na? I'm giving clarity only again. Pranavi, clarity. I'm giving clarity only. Conclude, boys. What do you say? Valid reason? What is illegal? Not married, no? Just agreed. If I put a Mangal Sutra, then only marriage is Palamanai. That is legal. Just agreed to marry, no? Not married. Agreeing to marriage is legal obligation. So later, if A refused to marry B, B can file a case. How? One hand you are saying that valid, other hand say you can't sue. How is that? Okay, general offer. Anybody can answer. Tell me. Marriage is not a contract. Who said? Did I said that? Did I said that word any time for the last 2 sessions? No, I never said. Marriage point of I haven't discussed anything. Just I said registration compulsory. That's it. Yeah, guys. Now I am going to draw the conclusion. Think logically, can get a clue and you tell me, guys. X and Y come to an agreement to go for hunting. What is the purpose of agreement? Hunting. Legal or illegal? Excellent. X and Y come together. We kidnap the Jerd. Kidnap is legal or illegal? Purpose is kidnapping. X and Y come together. We kill the Jerd. What's the purpose? Killing. Legal or illegal? Excellent. A and X and Y come together. We do construction business. Purpose of agreement? Construction business legal or illegal? A and B come to an agreement to marry. Purpose of agreement? Marriage legal or illegal? Valid. That's all, na? Valid. The simple answer, Andy. You need not worry. Are those who said yes for them? Those who said no? No problem. Seriously, just see the purpose. What's the purpose of agreement? And again, you may ask a question, sir, not married now, but agreed to marry, na? No problem. And later, one person refused to marry, can other person file a case? No. I thought of marrying. Now I changed my mind. How can you sue me? Just agreed, na? Not married. I thought of marrying. Now I changed my mind. One long back example. Movies means you will understand. So that example always I quote here. Abhishek Bachchan versus Karishma Kapoor. Oh, longest old example. Both got engaged one time at Delhi. Diamond rings are exchanged. Agreed to marry. Since celebratory family, some part of the world came to know. One fine morning, Karishma said, "Bye, Abhi." He refused to marry. What Abhishek did? Did he file a case against Karishma Kapoor? She should marry me? No. One door was closed. He opened another door. Aishwarya was standing there. Agreed to marry. Later, refused to marry, you can't file a case. But here my contention simple. X and Y agreed to marry. Is agreement valid? Valid. Please remember. Again, your question. Marriage is not a contract. Yes, according to Hindu law, marriage is not a contract. But according to Muslim law, marriage is a contract. That's the only clarity I am giving. That's it. Fine. In Hindu law, for marriage, there is no consideration according to law or according to you. Dowry and all we created. According to Hindu law, if time permits, please read one standing. In the very first few pages, you come across. What is the consideration for marriage in Hindu law? Kanya Dana. That is the highest consideration. That's the only consideration for a marriage in Hindu law. Anyway, up to here clear? All contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not necessarily contracts. Done? Hello. Next heading, please. Essential elements of the valid contract. Essential elements of valid contract under section 10. Under section 10. Essential elements of the valid contract according to section 10. Write one by one. First one, offer and acceptance. Offer. Offer and acceptance. Offer and acceptance. Second one, intention to create a legal relationship. Intention to create a legal relationship. Balfour versus Balfour. Case law. Mr. Balfour and Mrs. Balfour. This is the case for second point only. Balfour versus Balfour. This case was happened in the year 1919, which means more than 100 years old case relevant to this point. Intention to create a legal relationship. Balfour versus Balfour. I will elaborate. Next, third point. Consideration. Consideration. Fourth one. Capacity to contract. Capacity to contract. Fifth one, free consent. Free consent. Sixth one, lawful object. Lawful object. Next, certain. Next, possibility of the performance. Possibility of performance. Next, writing and registration. Writing and registration. Last, agreements not declared as. Agreements not declared as void. Within the brackets you write section 11, 22 and 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 36, 56. These are all void agreements. In simple also you can write all these numbers. How to write? 11, 22, 23 to 30, 36, 56. Other way also you can write like this. 23 to 30, all numbers are there. Again 36 and 56. Okay, na? Void agreements. Agreements are not declared as void. Section 11, section 22 and section 23 to 30, 36, 56. Okay, na? Each and every point I am going to just introduce now. Only an outline on each point I am elaborating. Later, after types of the contracts, I take the separate topic again. That time I will give you the more detail. Until that only I am giving a bird's view, not a worm's view. Right? Now guys, in order to say this contract is valid in the court of law, what are the requirements? First one is offer, second one is acceptance. Listen carefully. Offer also called proposal. Offer or proposal both are synonymous words. What is the meaning of offer? According to section 2, subsection A. Offer means to do or abstain from doing something to another with a view to obtain assent from other person. To do or abstain from doing. To do. Abstain means not to do. To do or not to do something. Whenever I am giving an offer to another, either to do or not to do something, for that we have to say either yes or no. To do or abstain from doing something to another with a view to obtain assent to it. Assent means acceptance. What are the examples for to do and abstain from doing? To do, positive. Abstain from doing, negative. Positive offer, negative offer. What is the positive offer? Will you buy my car? Positive. Will you sell your business? Positive. Will you work for my company? Positive. Positive offers only, no? Then what is the negative offer? I have stolen some jewelry from your house. Your CC is recorded. You called up. Sir, I know you are the person. I got a recording also. Return the jewelry. Otherwise, I will go to police station. What is our offer? If you return the jewelry, I will not file a case. You do this, I don't do this. Understanding? Negative. Originally, a theft is a crime. Small or big secondary. Crime is crime. It is a punishable offense. But what is this? She want to settle the case amicably outside the court. Then she made a proposal. Sir, return the jewelry, otherwise I'll go to police station, man. I said, madam, don't go. I give back your jewelry. Negative offer. Positive offer is valid in both in the court as well as outside the court. Negative offer is valid only outside the court. Compromise. Any case can be compromised. Even murder also can be compromised if parties are interested. What is that? One more example to say, you are responsible for one minor accident. Other person got injured, minor injuries. He said, I go to Nalakunta police station. You said, hey, don't go, man. I pay compensation. What is our offer? If you don't go to police station, I will pay compensation. You don't do this, I will do this. Negative. Understanding? See, this offer is given with a view to obtain acceptance. To do or abstain from doing something to another with a view to obtain assent from other person is called as a offer. In India, we are calling it as offers. In England, this is called proposal. Okay, no? Read the meaning of offer. According to section 2A, according to section 2, subsection A, offer is defined as to do or abstain. To do or abstain from doing something to another. Something to another. With a view to obtain assent. With a view to obtain assent. To do is positive. Abstain from doing is negative. But both are offers only, right? We'll take up later types of offers, rules for offer, chapter wise I will tell. Now what is the second one? Acceptance. According to section 2B is acceptance. Already I think we know what is 2B. Already yesterday we have done. That's why I am not discussing this point. What is acceptance? Tell me, define. To be. Define as now don't please read. Now don't read. Don't answer them. If you have already learned, answer. Otherwise no problem. Cool. Tomorrow is there, no? I believe always tomorrow. There is always tomorrow. Tell me, Pranavi, you are answering? Tell me. Promise. Okay, no. Definition, please. No problem. You are asking something? Another person. I didn't write all. You are all blessed with a good handwriting. I cursed with a poor handwriting so that I write all capital letters on the board. If I too have a beautiful handwriting like you, I would have done differently, isn't it? Now I can't do anything. Anyway, right? Acceptance already we know. When a person made a proposal to another, to whom the proposal is given, if the person assented thereto. Already we know this yesterday, so that I am not explaining. Correct? Chalo, next point please. Second point, intention to create a legal relationship. Already we know this point also yesterday. Intention to create legal relationship. Discussed or not? She said yes, so I won't tell. Okay, yaar, chill, I will explain. Now guys, listen. Intention to create a legal relationship. Listen carefully. Before I make a proposal to another, with my proposal, I know which type of relationship I would like to create. Before I make a proposal, I know pretty well what is going to be the relationship. Is this social, legal, illegal, whatever it may be, right? My offer only will tell, hey, shall we go for a picnic? Social. We kill him? Legal. We do smuggling? Offer only will tell, no, what is our intention. That's why, hey, come to my house for a dinner. Right? That's why offer only categorically defined. Offer must be given with an intention to have legal relationship. It must not create any social, illegal or unlawful relationship. Shall we understand with the relevant examples? Already we know. That case first I will explain. Balfour versus Balfour. First let me explain some introduction to the case at point of view. Assume guys, one example, not a Balfour case, other example I am telling. X attempted to kill Y. He attempted to kill Y. Somehow Y survived. Serious attempt was made, somehow survived. Now Y filed a case against X under attempt of murder. In any case, two persons are there. One is the plaintiff, second one defendant. Plaintiff, Plaintiff, plaintiff. Other one is the defendant. Who is the plaintiff? Person suffered, victim. The victim is called plaintiff. In this case, who is the victim? Y. Y is the plaintiff. And X is called defendant. Defending that, no, I never attempted to kill Mr. Y. I have to defend myself. And Y has to defend that I attempted to kill him. That's why plaintiff, defendant. I promised to supply the raw material. Failed to supply. Because of that you suffered loss of a production. Right? You are called plaintiff. Myself is called defendant. Aggrieved party. Now onwards remember. Aggrieved. Aggrieved person. Aggrieved person means a person suffered. No mobiles please. Not interested, you can leave the class. Once you are into the class, you are the professional. You have to maintain the decorum of the class. First to become CA, then you can do anything and everything. Until that, hang on. Okay? Cool. Whatever. No discussion. No biting of the nails. Why are you biting so much nails? What is the sign of biting, you know? You know meaning why people will bite? Body language says, if you know, since I know something I am telling, I don't know. Someone is biting the nails means insecure feeling. Somewhere they have some insecurity. Seriously. Someone is biting the nails, he may fear, it may be insecure. That's why elder people always give the patting. That patting give a moral support. Why our elder people, whenever they come and say, beta, kaise ho? That patting, giving something on the back of you, that patting is a moral support. We are there for you, beta. Never bite nails. Not a good sign, my dear. Okay. Aggrieved person. Aggrieved means party sufferer. Aggrieved means plaintiff. In any case, the two persons are there. Defendant, plaintiff. Who is the plaintiff? Who is the defendant? For you, not necessary. Only summary of the case is enough. So, I am discussing Balfour versus Balfour case summary. That case summary goes like this. In this case, there are two persons, namely husband, wife. Mr. Balfour, Mrs. Balfour. Husband was going to the Ceylon for employment. Ceylon means Sri Lanka. For employment from London to Sri Lanka. He is going for employment. That time her health was not permitting to travel along with husband. Then husband said, do one thing, you stay back in London. Every month I will pay you 30 pounds as household allowances. For maintenance of the family, every month I will give you 30 pounds. She said, done. He went off, paid the money for some time. Later, both the persons obtained the divorce legally. Legally separated. They got the divorce. After separation, he failed to pay this money. Then she filed a case. After separation, he refused to pay. Then she filed a case. This agreement was made when we lived together. It should be enforceable after the separation also. Court held, your agreement was outside the realm of the contract. Your agreement is outside the realm. Realm means purview of the contract. Why? Simple logical reading and here. X and Y got married. Known or unknown persons got married. With marriage, legal relationship is created. As per the Indian Marriages Act, Hindu Marriages Act, Special Marriages Act, Muslim Personal Law, Christian Personal Law, once married, legal relations are created. It is the first and foremost duty of the husband to provide adequate funds for maintenance of the family. If a husband is not providing the money, wife can borrow some loan. Who should repay? Husband has to pay. Because with marriage, legal relations are created. With separation, the legal relations come to an end. After separation, do they have any intention to continue with the legal relationship? Now compare same example here, wife and husband, Mr. Balfour, Mrs. Balfour. When they lived together, he paid money. After separation, is there any legal relationship? No. Maybe known to each other. Maybe best friends for the rest of the life. Who knows here? But after the separation, there was no intention to create a legal relationship. Otherwise, she should have asked at the time of separation, what about my maintenance? She was thinking this agreement is valid even after the separation. But court held, after separation, legal relations are terminated. They are known to each other. That's why your agreement is outside the realm of the contract. Intention to create a legal relationship means after separation, there is no intention to have legal relationship. Am I clear? I repeat the case, verify. Balfour versus Balfour. Mr. Balfour, Mrs. Balfour. Mr. Balfour was going to the Ceylon for employment. He promised his wife, every month I will pay 30 pounds as a household expenses. Paid for some time. Later, both the parties obtained the divorce legally. After separation, he failed to pay money. She filed a case. Court held, after separation, there was no intention to have legal relationship. Hence, this agreement is not valid. Am I clear? Second point. Now, third one, consideration. Make a note of few lines. Sit down, up to 7:30. Don't come again like this. If you are entering into class, you have to sit for 7:30. ये सब क्या है यार? मजाक है क्या? ఇది ఏమన్నా జూలాజికల్ పార్కా? నెహ్రూ జూలాజికల్ పార్క్. Whenever people want, they can come. Whenever they want, they can go. Buy one ticket and go. No? Okay. See the next one, guys. Consideration. Write down. Consideration means something in written. Something in written. Something in written. According to Justice Patterson, Consideration means, according to Justice Patterson, consideration means something which has some value, something which has some value in the eyes of the law. Something which has some value in the eyes of the law. Something which has some value in the eyes of the law. Continue. Consideration need not be adequate. Consideration need not be adequate, but it must be real. But it must be real. Consideration need not be adequate, but it must be real. Continue. No consideration, no contract. No consideration, no contract. According to Abdul Aziz versus Mosam Ali. According to Abdul Aziz versus Mosam Ali. However, under section 25, under section 25, there are certain exceptions. Under section 25, there are certain exceptions. Under section 25, there are certain exceptions. We'll discuss in consideration chapter much more. Here only I am introducing the concept. Already we know meaning of consideration, something in return. Some benefit, some advantage, which is moving from one person to another person. You go to nearby shop, buy a chocolate, buy a book, buy a watch, buy a diamond necklace. One hand giving money, other hand you are taking the goods. So in return of the goods, you are giving the money. In return of the money, he is giving the goods. So something in return. Consideration means, according to Justice Patterson, something which has some value in the eyes of the law. Law should regard it has value. Then it can be consideration. Consideration need not be in terms of money. It may be kind. Consideration need not be in terms of money. It may be kind also. What does it mean? According to Patterson, something which has some value in the eyes of the law. Right now, all of us taking oxygen? Yes or no? Are you paying for it? One person admitted into hospital. Hospital authority provided the oxygen. Will they charge? Oxygen in the air has no value. Same oxygen at a hospital got some value. Something which has some value. It can be consideration. Getting? I said, if you are qualified CA, if you become the qualified CA, I will give 1 lakh. You will become the qualified person. What benefit I am going to get? You are passed now. You are qualified. CA certificate got any value or not? That's why if you qualify, the certificate got some value. Yes, that is my consideration. Not money. Hello. No money. Qualify, I will pay money. Qualify, I will pay money. If you qualify, qualifying is my consideration. Certificate got some value, na, according to law. That's why something which has some value in the eyes of the law. It can be consideration, not money. It may be kind. But any valid contract, consideration need not be adequate. Already we know this yesterday. Value of the building 10 crores. You want to sell for 1 rupee. Can you sell? Yes. Consideration need not be adequate. But it must be real. 1 rupee should be there. Without 1 rupee, if you give, it is called as gift. No consideration, no contract. That's why consideration need not be adequate, but it must be real. No consideration, no contract. That point first time stated in India, in this case, Abdul Aziz versus Muazzam Ali. This case summary goes like this. Listen carefully. That case summary I am sharing. Abdul Aziz case, Mr. X and Y. Who is X? Secretary of the masjid. One person promised to secretary of the masjid, I will pay certain amount for the rebuilding, renovation of the masjid. They are into agreement. One person promised to secretary of the masjid, I will pay certain amount for the renovation, rebuilding of the masjid. Later, he failed to pay money. Secretary filed a case. Advise the secretary, will he succeed? Answer is no. By paying something to the temple, church or a masjid for the repair, renovation, in turn, what I am going to get? Nothing. I go to shop, buy a book, giving money, I am getting the book. I purchased a mobile, I given money, I got the mobile. Something I am getting back. If I pay money something to the temple, church or a masjid for the renovation, in turn, what I am going to get? Nothing. That's why no consideration, no contract. There is no consideration here. That's why court held no consideration, no contract. But one thing is clear, what I understood through the elder people and seeing the society. If you pay money something for good cause, definitely our soul go to heaven. People say, no, after death the soul go to heaven. Guarantee, yeah. ISI, ISO certificates are there. The after death the person's soul will go to heaven only, directly, non-stop journey to heaven. No guarantee. But one thing is clear, my dear. Do good, be good. It comes back like a tsunami. Trust me. Even for enemy also pray the good only. Never develop enmity with anyone first of all. If you have any enemy also, leave him. Let him go to his hell. Karma will comes back one day, no problem. Leave it. One day he will face it, no issues. Just wait for time, right time, it will show the affected. But one thing is clear in the life, and do good, be good. It comes back like a tsunami one day. Not immediately probably, definite at appropriate time it comes back to you. Here also by giving something to the temple, legally when you address, this is according to our belief. Legally, I promised to pay. By paying money, what I am getting? I thought of paying. Now I changed my mind. How can you sue me? Even if you sue, you won't succeed. So rule is no consideration, no contract. However, exceptions. Exception means even without consideration, agreements are valid. Example ending. When agreements are made out of natural love and affection. When agreements are made out of natural love and affection. Your dad started his journey as a zero. Today he is a crorepati. 25 years struggle. He become multi-millionaire. Crorepati. He knows his journey, how it was started, what struggle he faced. He only knows. And today he said, beta, I will transfer my entire property on your name. Transferred. By transferring his whole property on your name, in turn, what dad is going to get? Nothing. Here the rule of no consideration, no contract is not applicable because my children, they should be happy. For your sake, they are ready to do anything and everything. They are ready to do anything and everything. In this world, I always advise my youngsters, in this world, our only one well-wisher is our parent. Don't trust anyone. The real prayer, the real belief, the real support for you only from parents. No one. Remaining all use and throw. Passing clouds. Don't trust anyone. Anyone. Spare. Trust only parent. They live for you, they die for you. Their sacrifice you won't understand. By the time they understand, they won't be there in this world probably. That's why I realize they are the best people in this world. They are the well-wishers. Live for them, die for them. For their sake, do anything and everything. Of course, my personal perception. I always think that because of me, my parents should be always happy. They should always smile. I should not be reason for their tears at any point of time. Until their last breath, I want to see them smiling. Enough here. I'm happy man. I'm making them happy. Enough now. That's why remember, sir. Well-wishers and who will give us 25 years of property? His sweat and blood with a single signature. He said, Baba, today onwards, this is our property. Ask anyone to give property. For the sake of property, people are killing outside. But they are giving their entire property on your name, happily, with a smile. Beta, be happy, I am there for you. What else you want, Andy? Is he expecting anything from you? No. Not even thanks from you. Once a property transferred, whether you take care or not, also you don't know. As long as income is coming, people will look after, and when income is stopped, people also started developing something. But still, you take a risk. You want to see better, you should be happy. When your agreement is taking place, because my son, my daughter, my brother, my sister, my wife, see, the relations are something different. They want to see that you should be happy. Then definitely the rule of no consideration, no contract is not applicable. 25 years he just sweat and blood with one signature transferred the property. Tomorrow Mukesh Ambani die, lakhs of the crores of property goes towards a children's name. Isn't it? Because my daughter, my son, my wife, they should be happy. That's it, no? He is not expecting Mukesh Ambani anything from the children. You want to see that they should be well settled in their life, bindas life. Anyway, we will discuss much more in the due course of time. Now, no consideration, no contract. However, there are exceptions. Next one, capacity to contract. Tell me, guys, who is competent to contract? Right. Capacity to contract. Who is competent to contract? First one. He must be major. He must be major. Second, he must be sound mind. He must be sound mind. Sound, S-O-U-N-D. He must be sound mind. Third, he must not be disqualified by. He must not be disqualified by any other law. He must not be disqualified by any other law. I repeat, verify. He must be major. He must be sound mind. He must not be disqualified by any other law. Next paragraph. According to section 11, the following persons are disqualified. According to section 11, the following persons are disqualified to enter into valid contract. The following persons are disqualified to enter into valid contract according to section 11. Who are those guys? First one, minor. Second, unsound person. Unsound person. Third, alien enemy. Alien enemy. Fourth one, insolvent. Fifth one, convicted. Convicted. Sixth one, company or corporation against memorandum of association, articles of association. Company or corporation against MOA, AOA, memorandum of association and articles of association. Articles, ARTIC. All of you said commerce only yesterday. Haven't read articles of association. 10 plus 2 state board or central central. It should be there more exhaustively. People will learn originally comparatively state board. I know. You should have studied more elaboratively. Okay, cool, no problem. Articles of association, ARTICLE, articles. Now listen guys, this is the answer under any law, remember. Under any law, competency means same answer. I am using the word any law. Who can be the director? Competent person. Who can be auditor? Qualified person and competent person. The word competent means same meaning. Who is a competent person? He must be major. He must be sound mind. He must not be disqualified by any other law. Tell me guys, who is a major? Any person has completed the age of 18. Majors or minors still? Hey, how many minors are there? 16. Oh my God. By CA na CMA na? 21 CA. Shame. Shame. CA 21 years. You become 21 years, you can become CA. Imagine. Life is cool here. Bindas life. If you live for at least 70 years, also imagine as a CA, you can lead 50 years life. And wow, what a beautiful life. I feel jealous and sometimes by looking at minors in my class. Always see, agony, acidity, kadupamanta will come. Nizanga balosna kadupamanta dharani. Okay, hello, no problem. How many say minors? 1, 2, 3. Only 3, no problem. All are remaining, all my best friends. These 3 are my enemies. Okay, cool. Major. He must be major. Any person has completed the age of 18. He must be sound mind. Tell me, who is a sound mind? Who is a sound mind? Are you sound mind? Prove it. Am I asking any wrong question? No, I said just to prove it. You are admitting you are a sound person. I am asking, prove it. Anyone can answer? 1 second. Saying something. You are not under the influence of drinks or drugs. Okay. Good. Mentally stable means? How do I know you are mentally stable? Go to Erragadda Mental Asylum, get one certificate. They are the competent people to certify whether you are sound or unsound, isn't it? Answer. You are right. Some points were good points. Yeah, you were saying something? You are not? Okay. Okay. You are giving example, Ray. You are giving example. You are giving an example. Mad or bad? Mad person. How do I know that you are not a mad person? Go to Erragadda and show me certificate you are not mad. Huh? You are behaving properly. How do I know you are not behaving at all? Simply sitting like this. Simply you are sitting like this only. How do I know that you are normal then? All are participating. She is smiling like anything. She is answering cutely, and you are not. बोल के देख रहे. How can I say that you are a normal person? You hardly smile in the class. My perception. Okay, fine. Conclude. Boys, answer. Who is a sound mind? Conclude. Yeah. Boys, I said. I'm waiting for your answer, guys. Okay, don't want to answer. Who is a sound mind? Any person other than unsound is sound. That is the answer. Who is a sound mind? Any person other than unsound person, because unsound person definition was given under section 12. Law gave the definition of unsound. Then they said any person other than unsound is sound, like a lunatic, idiot, intoxicated. These 3% examples. We take up later. But here, how do we answer, sir? What is the private company? Any company other than public company. What is the public company? Any company other than private company. Your answer is right, but you don't have a definition. Similarly, who is a unsound? Who is not a sound? You are right. But one case came up before Supreme Court, and then Supreme Court gave the ruling. Rational thinking, I thought you will give answer. Rational judgment and consensus ad idem. These are the 3 parameters. Rational thinking. What is rationality? I know what is good, what is bad. Rational thinking, rational judgment, and consensus ad idem means meeting of mind. We can think rationally, we can judge rationally, we have the consensus, so that we are all sound mind. Certificate from Eragadda Mental Asylum is not necessary. Okay, na? Later part I will explain this point and for you. Chapter is there, I will take up in the due course of time. Time being, remember only concept. He must be major, he must be sound mind, and he must not be disqualified by any other law. Who is disqualified? All these persons are disqualified. We have separate chapter later. In the capacity to contract, I will elaborate all these words. Until that, hang on. One point, if you want, I will explain this. Alien enemy. Alien. Who is an alien? Foreign national. Alien means foreign citizen. Who is not a citizen of India is called alien. There are 2 types of aliens are there. Aliens are classified into 2 types. One as a alien friend, other one is alien enemy. Alien friend agreements are valid. Alien enemy agreements are void. How do we understand? India versus UK. Both the countries are friendly countries. X is in India, Y is in UK. Contract made between them for exporting the goods, importing the goods are valid. Because both the countries are friendly countries, alien friend, valid. If there is a war between the countries, for X, Y will become alien enemy, and vice versa. For Y, X will become alien enemy. That's why remember, before the war, during the war, after the war. This point to remember like that. Before the war, during the war, after the war. Before the war, alien friend. After the war, alien friend. Alien friend after the war. War completed. Again best friends. And during the war, alien enemy. So during the war, you are alien enemy. Example, India versus China, 1963-64, there was a war. Before the war, friendly countries. During the war, enemy countries. After the war, again friendly countries. India versus Pakistan, 2 times official war, 1 time unofficial war. But still, on paper, we are friendly countries only. Before the war, during the war, after the war. Before the war, friend. After the war, friend. During the war, enemies. Now, Russia versus Ukraine, war going on. Enemy countries now. Tomorrow, ceasefire. No war. Again, both may become best friends. Chance, every chance. That's why before the war, during the war, after the war. Before the war, alien friend, valid. After the war, alien friend, valid. During the war, alien enemy. An alien enemy agreement is always void ab initio, invalid. Am I clear? We'll discuss much more remaining points. Next one, please. Free consent. Right? Free consent. Free consent according to section 14. According to section 14. I do. In case consent is not obtained, consent is not obtained by using following forces, by using following forces such as coercion, section 15, undue influence, section 16, fraud, section 17, misrepresentation, section 18, mistake, section 20, 21, 22. Mistake, section 20, 21, 22 is said to be free consent. Is said to be free consent. See there, in case the consent is not obtained, this is according to section 14. What is the consent according to section 13? Consent is 13. What is 13? Consensus ad idem. Yesterday I told you. Receiving the same thing in the same sense at the same time. When I receive the same thing in the same sense at the same time, I will say yes or no. Consent. Free consent. Free consent means one should give acceptance voluntarily, willfully, deliberately, intentionally. You must not be forced, you must not be compelled to enter into contract. One should give acceptance voluntarily, must not be pressurized, must not be put under pressure that you must join the contract. One should give acceptance voluntarily. Will you sell your car? Yes, free consent. Will you work for my company as a cost accountant? Yes, free consent. And if both of us do real estate business? Yes, free consent. Then what is not a free consent? By using the following forces. What are the forces here? Coercion. What is the meaning of a coercion? Threaten. Coercion means threatening. Physical force, compulsion, do or die. Coercive method. People say that's why, hey, don't exercise coercive methods, man. Means don't threat me. I know what to do. People say always this word, don't coerce me. Means don't put a pressure. I know when to do, what to do. Coercion means threatening, physical force, compulsion. Simplest example here I am telling. X and Y. X goes to Y's house with AK-47 gun, pointing at him at a point blank range. Give me 10 crores, otherwise I will kill you, man. What is agreement ending? Offer plus acceptance. What is the offer from X? Pay 10 crores, otherwise I will kill you. Offer. Now Y has to decide whether to pay or to die. Which is better? Die. 10 crores, na? He said, hey, chill man, how much you want? 10 crores, sir? Wait. 10 minutes time, I will give cash. Here, is Y's acceptance free or force? No free consent. At the cost of his life, he paid the money. Otherwise, he never thought of paying a single pie to Mr. X. Coercion, threatening, physical compulsion. He is creating a do or die scenario. I took a knife pointing at you. Madam, give your chain, otherwise I will kill. Point blank. What will you do? Hey, wait man. Lelo, bhag. For the sake of chain, who will die? Tell me. Offer is there, acceptance is there, agreement is there. Is her acceptance free? No. She was forced. She was compelled to enter into contract. That is called coercion. Coercive means physical force or compulsion. Understanding that? We'll see much more later part. Each and every 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22 chapters are there. I will explain much more. Time being, you remember, consent should be free. Yesterday also I think I was referred one point. 100 crores of property you can sell for 1 rupee, but that consent should be free. You must not be forced to sell 100 crores of property for 1 crore. Then that is not a valid consideration, valid contract. Consideration should be free, nothing but a consent should be free, consideration need not be adequate. Okay, na? Free consent means one should give acceptance voluntarily, willfully, deliberately, intentionally. In the movies always we see here, I don't know, recent movies you can't come across, 90s or 80 movies also, or 2000 movies also probably. Not all some parents are there. They will put a pressure on the child. Beta, you have to marry so and so, otherwise I will die. With some kind of a poison, something like that. Marry, otherwise I will die. Hey, wait. I will marry. Is the daughter or son's acceptance free? No free consent. Father said, beta, you have to go for CA classes from today onwards. No, dad, only be calm. Go, otherwise I will die with this poison. Dad, I'm serious, my son. Okay, dad, chill, man. What do you want? Go to classes, I'm going. Not only going, we have to pass exam. I know. Dad, you know me very well. I never choose a path. Once I chosen the path, I give the best. I know better. All the best. Down to 5 years, he become the qualified CA. Go to organization, will he get a job at lower level or middle level? Higher level. When you see into the organization, his close friends only struggling to survive, but he got the best position in the company. Today only 1 lakh rupees salary, down to 5 years, salary going to be increase or decrease? Imagine the life. Then definitely son or daughter will remember that day my dad was not said I want to die. I would not have taken seriously this issue. Dad, you are too great, man. Again tonight I am coming with Halim, we can have a party. What I am trying to say, sometimes parental pressure we should understand. Don't always put a blame on the parent. You are unnecessarily putting a pressure on me. No. You are seeing the today's life. They are seeing you next 20 years life. They are visionaries, Andy. They are visualizing your life down to 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, how you are going to live your life, they are dreaming. But you dream today's life only, or tomorrow's life. You never dream about after 5 years. They are dreaming about you for next 20 years, next 30 years, next 40 years. They are thinking like that's whenever misunderstand. Again, I am saying one word. Parent also unnecessary putting a pressure, you know pretty well when to stop it. You are judgmental, na? Beyond our authority can say, Amma nahi hota yaar. There is a way to convey them. But don't resist them. When they are putting a pressure, enjoy the pressure. That to study only, na? They are not asking anything. They were not asking anything. They are asking study. For studies point of view, any pressure is there, please accept it. Don't curse back your parent. Enjoy the cursing. Enjoy the pressure. Down to 5 years, you are going to have a great life. CMA students, just 3 years, you can have a wonderful life. Doors are always open, my dear. It's up to you. How do you take it? If I am there in our place, I enjoy the pressure. And what they are asking, study only, na? Anything other than that? No. I need not work and study, na? They are asking me study. Arams I can do it. Anyway, personal opinion may be differ from person to person. I said what I feel. Leave it. Free consent is clear. Next one, guys. Lawful objective. You need not write anything, just listen. One more example I am giving. You have to answer. If you answer correctly, will be appreciated. Listen, guys. X and Y, both are wife and husband, married. After marriage, both are signed 100 rupees stamp paper. We will separate on 31st March 2026, evening 7 p.m. For that, one spouse promises to another spouse. Spouse means either wife or husband, that I will pay you 2 crores. X and Y got married today. Marriage is solemnized, registration also done. After marriage, both are signed 100 rupees stamp paper. We will separate on so and so date, 31st March 2026, evening 7 p.m. If you give divorce on that day, I will pay 2 crores. Both are signed. One copy with X, one copy with Y. Tell me, is this agreement valid? Both are major, both are competent, both are sound mind, one boy, one girl. Both are major, both are sound mind, they know very well what they are doing. And who is the witness? Parents only witness. Next level of the family. Advanced, modern family. Tell me. Why? Mutual divorce is always allowed according to law. It may be Hindu law, it may be Muslim law, it may be Christian law. Divorce is one chapter. Is legally allowed. Mutual divorce always permitted. Come again. Not before, after marriage. Hello. This is after marriage. I said my words are clear. After marriage, they signed asset. Before marriage, how? Without having a wife and husband relationship, how can they sign for separation? 2 years. 2 years, yaar. Isme kya hai? 2 years they want to live together. When they don't have any problem, what is your problem? What is my problem? You tell me that. Tell me, guys. Valid. Thinking. Valid. Ma? Not valid. Reason bolo. No, reason. Pranavi, valid. Yeah. Agrawal. Reason. Invalid. Reason. Valid. Yeah, boys. Valid. Invalid reason. Valid reason. Valid, I don't want reason. Invalid people, reason you tell. Yeah. Without signing, how can you go for a divorce, Ray? Yeah, tell the reason. Tell the reason. Yeah. Marriage is not a contract. Okay? Correct only. Did I say that is a contract? It's agreement signed to separation. I never said it is a contract. I said it's agreement to separate. 2 years you can have fun. Later your life different, my life is different. What is wrong in that? Yeah. You said no, that's why I'm looking at you. Dikshit. Dikshita? Dikshit. She said yesterday. I asked her, Kavya Dikshita means I usually call Kavya. She said, no, Dikshita. I like Dikshita. Dikshit. What is that? I am asking in India, my dear. Why, Baba? I wanted to. Reasoning also how to tell, na? Yes, yes, guys. You know answer. That is the problem. You know, but you are not in a position to think. If you think, you can get an answer. Did you attended any marriages? What will you do when you go to marriage? Directly go to food stall? Where are the food stalls? First food, then only anything. Bah. Okay. Next time when you go to marriage, see them how they are blessing and elder people blessing. How they bless? Live together for 120 days. Live together for 365 days. Live together for 700 days, something like that. How do they bless? Not heard any time. Live together for a lifetime. Lifetime means 100 years only. Live together for lifetime. Right? God bless you, live together for lifetime. And other people say 100 years will live together, something like that, people will bless. But these people married today, immediately signed, we separate on so and so date, which means they want to live together for 2 years only. In India, contract marriages are valid. No. This is the contract marriage. We don't have the contract marriages in India. If this is valid, tell me, I will go there. This is not valid in India. Whereas in US, this is valid. In India, this is not valid. The parties are not intended to have a legal relationship. This is moral or immoral? Immoral. Married, live together for a lifetime. Live together for a lifetime. You don't want to live together? Good. On which day you have difference of opinion? That day, go to court, obtain mutual divorce. Law always permits, na? Today married, immediately you need not sign, we separate on so and so date. What nonsense? First of all, you haven't made any effort to have the relationship. Where both are clear in their terms, only money. That's it. No other than this. That's why remember, parties are entered into contract with an intention to have the moral relationship. But this is immoral. What is moral? Good behavior. But this is immoral, against moral values of the society. If you don't want to live together, good year. After 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, that day, go to court. Both can apply for mutual divorce. Anytime it will be granted. Well in advance for signed means immoral, against moral values of the society. These agreements are not acceptable. From the beginning, invalid. That's why objective, lawful objective. Objective means purpose. For what purpose persons are coming together, that purpose must be lawful. It must not be unlawful, illegal, immoral, or opposed to public policy. Already we know what is social. We know illegal. What is legal? What is immoral? Against moral values of the society. When parties are entered into contract to have immoral relationship, that agreement is not enforceable. Okay, na? Lawful objective. See the next one there, certain. What is the meaning of certain? Yesterday I told this example also, if you do remember. X made a proposal to Y, will you buy my car? He is having the two cars. One is the BMW, other one is the Audi. Which one? You thought of selling BMW, I thought of buying Audi. No consensus. Offer is not certain, hence no contract. That's why offer must be certain. You are selling the kerosene, diesel, petrol. Selling the three types of oil. I have given a mail to you. Madam, will you sell me 10,000 liters of oil? You said yes. But which type of oil? I thought of buying petrol. You thought of selling diesel. No consensus because offer is not certain. That's why offer must be certain. Second one, possible, remember, uncertain agreements. Wherever you see uncertainty, remember section 29. Section 29 is uncertain agreements. What is uncertain? Will you buy my house at Hyderabad? I have the two houses. Uncertain. Will you buy my car? I have the two cars, I-10, I-20. Which one? Uncertain. Right? Here also section 29 is uncertain. Next one is the possibility of the performance. Remember section 56. This is called impossible. What's the time? We have time now. We have time, isn't it? Under one more minute, I will complete. Section 56 is impossibility. What is impossibility? Impossible means 56. It should be possible to perform. It must not be impossible. Impossible means 56. What are examples for impossibility? Hey, bring the moon onto the earth. I will give you 1 crore. Impossible. Don't try. It should be possible to perform. It must not be impossible. Hey, if you pass examination, possible. If you get all India rank, possible. If you secure 100% marks in all the paper, 100% marks, just impossible. Since 1949, ICI came into force in India, no single example, one student secured 100% marks in all the papers. Impossible. Never happened. If it is impossible, don't try. Waste of time and money. Never happens. That's why offer must be given with an intention to create a legal relationship. At the same time, it should be possible to perform. It must not be impossible. One more example. Hey, if you walk 450 kilometers per hour, I will give you 100 crores. Will anybody walk on this planet 450 kilometers per hour? If that is the case, why do I stay at Hyderabad? I stay at my village only. Morning half an hour, evening half an hour. Not even half an hour, 25 minutes, 20 minutes. 200 kilometers hardly my house from here. Just I can go half an hour walk morning, half an hour walk in the evening. Good for health now, walking also good for health. But never happen. Nobody can walk in this world. Impossible. If you try to perform this contract, foolishness, which never possible, na? Thereby, it should be possible to perform. It must not be impossible. Okay. Writing and registration. What is writing and registration? Remember, Indian Contract Act makes no discrimination between written agreements and oral agreements. Both are treated as one and the same. Contract need not be in writing. It may be oral. Oral agreements are also valid. Only thing is, if it is in writing, I have an evidence, I can go to court immediately. If it is oral, I have to gather the circumstantial evidences. You watch the Crime Patrol CID's programs, huh? Anyone interested? You know, na? One clue, we can reach the culprit. Circumstantial evidences we have to gather. We can prove, but the law makes no difference. That's why remember, contract need not be in writing. It may be oral. But whenever the law requires, your agreements should be in writing. When the law requires, I want to start a company. Under the Companies Act 2013, according to Companies Act 2013, Memorandum of Association, Articles of Association must be in writing. It can't be oral, because law said. Other example, I purchased this building. This building has to transfer on my name. Property papers are there. Did you see any time property papers, land building papers? Oral or written form? As per the Transfer of the Property Act, any immovable property transfer should be in written, can't be oral. When the law requires, it should be in writing. Otherwise, it may be oral. Sometimes you go to nearby Kirana shop in your house. We buy the coconut and groceries. Will you take any receipt also? Offer is there, acceptance is there, consideration is there. Nothing in writing. If goods are defective, can you claim it or not? Yes, yes. Because nowadays, every shop and establishment is having the CC. Everywhere CCs are, they are getting recorded. Earlier difficult, but today it is easy to establish a case. Are you understanding this meaning? But one thing is clear. God has given bone, each part of our human body, except to our tongue. It can be twisted as you like. One time you say yes, other time you say when did I say it? That's why better that all commercial transactions should be in writing. Because no guarantee tomorrow also person will be the same. Today you are like this, tomorrow no guarantee same thing will be there. Okay guys, we continue remaining in the next class. Thank you.